welcome back. We are in the midst of some more Frieren, travelling the world, seeing what there is, and obtaining some new party members. Having a warrior the likes of Stark on the way. Can't really complain, that kind of powerhouse taking out a dragon like that. Plus, maybe Fern needs an extra helping hand taking care of her master. Especially when she wants to stick around for another 5 years. Just an extended weekend in any destination for her, really. But the world of Frieren is interesting. Mostly tentative peace because, well, the Demon Lord was killed long ago by the hero. But has anyone tried taking their place? Are we going to actually have to worry about any of that? And just remember the journey, the whole point of this is going up to the land of the souls up north. So, let's find out by watching it. We're going back to the time long ago. The grimoires and everything that she's been trying to find. And how many more imitations you're going to come across on a new journey. And considering we know her connection with the real Archmage and everything, you can kind of understand why she is trying to find all of the books that she has written. And such an innocuous sentence which is loaded with so much history and meaning. Something that is just a fairy tale to some, being a precious memory to her. Yes it is. He doesn't know what a momentous occasion it is. I want someone to praise me for waking up. Are they really the students here? The ones being looked after? Such a dumb little interaction, but I love it. The fact you have got well, what we know of Frieren, the fact that she doesn't wake up until the sun is mighty high in the sky. And it's such a rare occurrence that Fern is like, okay, we want more of this. Quick, positive reinforcement. And at what point does well, I guess from the side of that opening just bit there, the past and the present actually merge again? I do like the combination. Some are finding it a little easier than others. Him with his shovel and them just waving their staffs around. Are they also putting it down nicely or just dropping over the side of the cliff? True. Maybe she didn't think of that, but also the road would be closed off. I mean, isn't that smirk? Considering that Fern has already said it, does that not mean that Frieren herself came up with the idea. It's like, well, can't we just move it? It's easier. So, damage from the fighting. But also just a probably. So, we've seen what kind of scars in the landscape he can create, so... He's not all too comfortable with the formalities. And technically on their little ragtag team now as well, they're not exactly on... I mean... He kinda got what he wanted. What's he complaining about? Such a poor boy. Tough life. Mindoksite. How much more is he going to suffer on their journey? He's only been with them a day or two. And are elves a rarity, just in general, or is there a reason why there aren't a lot of elves? So the species itself is a bit of a bit of an issue. Said so casually, without the hint of fear about an entire species going missing. I wonder if Frieren herself now is going to be recognised for her contribution to all of that. I don't think he's paid too much attention to the statue then, or it's not a very good likeness. Yeah, for her sense of time and everything, every time that humans hold a festival for something, it's like, well, you just had one yesterday. Wasting time on such frivolities. I guess in that aspect, being remembered down the ages. Only 5? So, having not just for future generations, but I'm guessing for her as well, to have a sight back and remember them. Well, exactly what it entails there. From what we heard about the mystical mage, the one that's left behind so many books just being thought of nothing but a legend. Might be a reason for that. As long as the town stands, maybe. Depends how long traditions uphold, really. Feelings of gratitude for demons will not being removed from the area might start to dissipate after a while once people stop forgetting the fear of it. Probably why so many people stop feeling any sort of gratitude for what people before us have done. We're sticking a lot around the 28-year mark. I guess we can't really shift too much considering we've now got Fern and Stark, so... Well, every other person here is a guard. Do they need that much? Demons. That might be why there's so many guards around. And now there's... While it's true, I wish you were dead. Having something so brazen and open in the middle of the town. And sense demons and go, oh no, something's wrong. Probably also not help the fact that she's down on the cobblestones. However, she is different. Is it because... Yeah, she's really one with her words there. So who's going shopping? Also, yeah, so she didn't really fight back at all. And when she was charging up that spell, being caught from behind by the guard, no reaction to that. Yeah, that's the problem with being put in prison. She'll just, what, sit here for a while, will she? This is all just a reason not to keep travelling, that was all. The guillotine. So, what, has she been... I was going to say, 28 years ago. Whoa, what suspicious timing. So those three are here to try and broker some sort of peace deal, but speech and that's a very idealistic way of looking about things. If they are here to actually broker some sort of peace deal, but to lure them in close so they can feed. Is that what she's about to say? We are now in flashback territory. They're man-eating beasts who imitate speech. The hero's heart is wavering. What can he do against... There you go, with cold and communication. So what? They just do it for fun? Yeah, with cold collectiveness just about to. I'll do it. Yeah, I don't think that's really possible. So trying to break this cycle, extend a hand of pity. So what? You'll see how it all goes. See how it all goes. If they are just imitating speech, you'll find out pretty soon. But the difference between humans and elves doesn't seem to be all too much. What's the difference between human and demons? With Frieren looking on with such suspicious eyes, we all know that this story is going to go downhill incredibly fast. Just wanted to live in peace? Well, not quite the same. You can't just. Well, so what's the problem? And to be fair, it's not too much. Impressive speed. Not too far away from how Frieden looks at things. Kind of. Hmm. Calling out for the mother right there again. So what was this calling out for mother? Just trying to bring pity and get the heroes and whatnot to not just eradicate her? Yep. Maybe she just got a very bad case of a demon there. It's just that their tricks have become smarter, a way to get more humans, more lives with less battle. Now, where, oh, where could he have seen that face before? Maybe, while trying to handle some sort of diplomacy, shouldn't be saying this out loud. So is she now just sat there waiting for something to happen? But is she going to be able to just sit around and do nothing and get away while the memory of the heroes and everything gets torn down around her? Well, something didn't go very well here. I'm guessing fell in the in the many skirmishes and battles that they've had. I think diplomacy has failed. How's he going to try and talk his way out of this situation if if the words are only meant to deceive and prolong their own lives? Just flip it around, use the same kind of hurt so you have that empathy. What's if the... And the moment he puts the sword down, there's going to be problems. See, that's the problem when dealing with these demons, the human heart getting in the way. The hero, Himmler, uh, facing the same quandary, letting his emotions get the best of him. And that's when everyone will flow in. Is he off just having fun? Eliminate an obstacle. I wonder which obstacle this is. Well, I don't think locked doors or anything are going to be standing in his way. I don't think introductions are really necessary. If he's going to go against her, then... Seems she was proven right. The fact that he is so confident and she's just twiddling her thumbs and not even taking this seriously. That's a statement. Probably not wrong. But it's like, oh, you're just an executioner? Oh, okay. Why should I worry then? The problem is it's not just Frieren, it's also the two charges under her care. They're not exactly weak either, but still. Considering the town now needs to be spared, if these peace envoys don't return with good news, the invading force, one that is just stationed outside of the gates, probably isn't going to be waiting around nicely. It's just, okay, well, that attempt failed. What next? Also, I like that we do have these like invading forces. So they got demons and whatnot now attacking humans. They are not just evil for the sake of evil. It's just an extension of the world and its creatures. Uh, Born from the shadows to lure and capture prey, just having more clever ways around it. Now creating an entire race that has reached that stage. It's interesting. And also that title. We've had some stories where it is that kind of back and forth. We've both suffered the same agony. Your family's been killed, my family's been killed in retaliation. Humans and demons at each other's throats. And now it's like we can say these things and mean none of it. It is just another ploy to get them to lower their guard. And there's been quite a few stories where, and honestly, being such an empathetic human that I am, the thought of, okay, this demon has done something wrong, but then again, there's second chances for all. Let's take her in, try and rehabilitate them. Maybe there's some good that can come out of this story. Seeing it fall apart so quickly as well. But yeah, first-hand knowledge of how demons actually operate. Why even say mother? Stops us from dying, innit? Now I just thought of a chavvy demon and I hate the images in my head. But I do like that kind of disconnect. You got the elves, who are this race which is seldom seen, so far away from humans, and if Frieren is anything to go by, they're slightly aloof most of the time, disinterested in the lives of others. The demons which have the same kind of outer demeanour, but with a very different intention. But I really do think that after her little executioner showed up at her cell, Frieren, even with the door wide open, is still going to sit around for a while. Not exactly needing to rush too much. If anyone comes looking, they'll soon realise what's going on anyway. But whether or not the envoys actually get to leave the town is one thing. But I'm guessing, immediate danger to herself is one thing. The town, maybe. But the statues, the memory, well, that might need preserving. So, are we going to see an all-out combat? Frieren really showing what it means for overwhelming firepower? Oh, you have an army. That's nice. We've got a Frieren. But this story is one where it does things so flatly similar to what you would expect from any other kind of fantasy adventure, and then goes just a little bit further. Does things from a different perspective, has a timeliness to it. How many stories have we got that which are, here's some ancient doodad from the past, a MacGuffin of sorts, from a great person throughout history. Yeah, sure, cool, but I knew them. There's not many characters that can really do that. Frieren, with her exorbitant amount of time that she's been in this world, maybe. But I really do like this story. The characters are fun. Their reactions and the fact that even slowly we can see that Frieren is growing slightly. She's starting to realise why certain actions were taken, why the hero was like he was. Seems so flamboyant and flippant on the surface, but really there is a reason for most of his actions. I want all these statues to show how handsome I was. But ultimately it was also to leave a mark on the world, to let everyone know that we were here. And so that Frieren doesn't feel so alone. That hit quite nicely. But that was this episode of Frieren. Things are going to be drastically going downhill, I'm assuming, with such a very tentative grasp on peace. The fact that the only reason everyone's still alive right now is there's this barrier. How is that maintained? Is that a Frieren spell from the past as well? I guess we'll have to see. If you're excited for the next episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below if I entertained you. If there's anything you would like to see going forward, remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. But also hop onto my Discord and let me know if it's not something I have watched or am currently watching. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. I hope you all remember me many years down the line. For better or worse. But I'll see you for the next one. If you want to help protect my channel from any sort of intruder, consider joining onto my Patreon, because each one of them are the barriers that really keeps out any sort of YouTube copyright demon. So, I do need to thank Noku, Sal, Croyville, Ribbon Filamawa, Guado, Kite, Raywin, Lightwizard91, Shiwan, Tori Jane, and everyone else. And I'm certainly not just saying that to lure you in closer.